Self-assurance isn't handed out, it's developed. So true assurance isn't something you possess from the moment you're born. It's something you construct gradually, bit by bit, decision by decision. It's created silently, frequently without recognition, via modest deeds of dedication that the majority ignore. Far too many people anticipate assurance to arrive like an unexpected insight, assuming that someday they'll awaken equipped, bold, and secure. Yet that day never arrives. Assurance isn't the initial step, it's the outcome. Movement always precedes it. Assurance is the outcome of keeping promises you make to yourself. Every instance you choose to proceed and complete the task, strengthen the internal framework that keeps you stable. Every instance you violate a commitment, you weaken a foundational element. This isn't focused on major triumphs or spectacular events. It's focused on steadiness. It's focused on the silent choice to fulfill what you committed to, particularly when nobody observes and nobody commends you. That's the way conviction develops. Examine your existence truthfully. How frequently have you delayed your personal advancement because you convinced yourself you lacked preparation? How regularly have you postponed movement, anticipating insight, assurance, or assurance to appear beforehand? Reality feels uneasy, yet straightforward. Preparedness is a misconception. Nobody ever senses complete readiness prior to advancement. Advancement necessitates proceeding amid doubt. It insists you advance prior to ease emerging. You don't acquire assurance by contemplating greater strength. Contemplation by itself creates nothing. Assurance is developed via movement executed while hesitation lingers. You proceed while your limbs tremble. You express yourself while your tone trembles. You initiate prior to sensing competence. That's the method. Every occasion you proceed despite reluctance, you instruct yourself a significant lesson. You prove reliable. And reliance on yourself forms the foundation of assurance. Assurance operates similarly to a physical muscle. It doesn't expand via hopeful ideas. It expands amid opposition. Unease serves as the load you must raise. Self-control serves as the repeated practice. Every challenging choice counts as a repeated practice that fortifies. Every instance you withstand strain without withdrawing builds lasting power across periods. What previously seemed burdensome turns controllable. Previously alarmed you turns ordinary. Not since alarm disappeared, but since you developed greater power. Grasp this distinctly. Evading unease diminishes assurance. Pursuing simplicity erodes conviction. When you repeatedly select the simpler route, you strengthen the notion that you can't manage hardship. Yet when you confront opposition directly, you convey a contrasting signal to yourself. You demonstrate that strain doesn't shatter you. You illustrate that doubt doesn't govern you, that confirmation gathers and conviction emerges. Firm assurance isn't noisy or arrogant. It remains composed. It stays consistent. It requires no external confirmation since it rests on facts. Those facts stem from your personal record of completion. From occasions you appeared exhausted. From occasions you persisted when surrender seemed reasonable. From instances you upheld your dedication even absent drive. Peace awaiting approval. Peace awaiting readiness. Nobody will arrive to bestow assurance. You must acquire it via movement. Initiate from your current position. Form what's possible. Uphold your commitment now, then repeat it tomorrow. Layer upon layer, choice upon choice, you construct something durable. When you demonstrate to yourself that reliability exists, conviction establishes itself. And once conviction rests on movement, it withstands strain. That's the location of genuine assurance. The internal narration is either a tool or confinement. Each and every day involves an ongoing discussion with your own thought. It never halts, never rests. And regardless if you notice, that internal narration directs the path of your existence. It describes your selections, explains your encounters, and subtly decides the extent you think permitted. For certain individuals, that narration functions as a guide, strict, truthful, and insisting on development. For others, it operates as a guard, severe, recurring, and merciless. That personal narration recalls every error committed. It replays past defeats as confirmation. It enlarges alarm until appearing factual. It challenges your worth, your competence, and your permission to attempt anew. unopposed. Dot erects unseen barriers that seem enduring. Yet here lies the reality few ever face. That narration possesses influence solely if you yield to it. It utters words, yet you select compliance or defiance. Assurance doesn't originate from triumph. It originates from opposition. It originates at the instant you challenge the story, claiming insufficiency. The instant you halt the idea, claiming incompetence, unsuitability, or delay. The instant you cease treating all hesitation as reality and begin viewing it as mere distraction. That transition, modest yet critical, marks the birth of power. Swap I cannot, for I'll determine it, not since sudden knowledge arrives, but since reliance on your competence to discover exists. Swap I lack preparation for, I'll acquire knowledge during the journey. Swap internal criticism for internal guidance. This concerns neither feigning alarm's absence nor denying its presence. It concerns rejecting alarm's control over your speech. Consider this thoughtfully. Every major accomplishment throughout history started as a doubtful notion within someone's thoughts. Nobody starts possessing insight. Nobody starts possessing sureness. They start with a concept encircled by hesitation. The distinction lies not in hesitation's absence, it lies in movement's present. They advanced while doubt remained intense. They proceeded prior to assurance's arrival, and assurance pursued. Your personal conversation requires cultivation. Similar to your physique, neglected, it diminishes, it grumbles, it evades work, yet cultivated, it turns exact and potent. Cultivate it via practice, via selecting superior terms, via addressing yourself with command rather than regret. The manner of internal speech holds greater significance than many acknowledge. Address yourself as one anticipating advance, not approval. When you stumble, as occurs, avoid berating yourself. Berating imparts no lesson. It merely solidifies defeat. Rather, instruct yourself. Inquire about the error. Inquire about enhancements. View errors as guidance, not definition. A controlled intellect avoids alarm during obstacles, examines them. An examination converts defeat into energy. Grasp this distinctly. Assurance isn't the lack of pessimistic ideas. Those ideas emerge irrespective of your power level. Assurance is the rejection, allowing those ideas to govern conduct. It's the capacity to proceed aligned with objectives, even amid lingering hesitation. You avoid awaiting kindness from the narration. You turn resolute regardless of its disturbance. The greatest threat isn't the intense narration. It's the accustomed one, the one appearing logical, the one advising delay, prudence, remaining in security. That narration masks alarm as reason. Absent opposition, it subtly confines you within an existence of near misses and possibilities. Yet that identical narration can transform into your strongest tool. And guided, it hones concentration. It bolsters self-control. It recalls your emerging self beyond past identity. When you address yourself with precision and authority, conduct follows. And when conduct matches, conviction fortifies. Dominate your personal conversation and you dominate your path. You cease being pulled by urges and commence proceeding purposefully. Cease bargaining with hesitation and commence declaring resolution. Internal narration will either confine or launch you onward. The selection concerns neither muting it nor directing it. When you seize command of that discussion, you seize command of your being. And upon that occurrence, assurance ceases being pursued. It becomes demonstrated via intentional movement. Objectives provide assurance with purpose. Assurance absent purpose equals mere sound. It appears daring superficially, yet lacks base underneath. Genuine assurance isn't noisy or impulsive. It's consistent, rooted, and intentional. And intention clarifies via objectives. Absent objectives, assurance wanders. With objectives, assurance advances. Upon awakening without aim, thoughts stray. Attention disperses among diversions. Vitality dissipates everywhere simultaneously. Within that void, hesitation locates space for expansion. You commence doubting, not due to incapacity, but due to lacking anchor. An intellect without dot. Purpose turns inward and devours itself, yet knowing precise target alters all. Even minimal advancement feels significant. Even exertion feels worthwhile. Purpose assigns assurance, destination. It directs conviction into movement. It converts doubt into resolve. You cease speculating. You advance. Objectives don't concern demonstrating to others. They aren't ornaments for display or prizes for seeking approval. Establish objectives demanding growth, not impressing. Establish objectives requiring self-control, not acclaim. Objectives extending past current self and compelling evolution into fresh identity. Should an objective demand no transformation, it fails to develop assurance. Ease never generates conviction. Record objective. Ensure specificity. Indistinct aims yield indistinct outcomes. A precisely outlined objective hones concentration and minimizes reluctance. Examine those objectives each day, not for self-pressure, but for recalling purpose. When intellect knows destination, it expends less vitality questioning movement. Each step toward precise objective, irrespective of scale, transmits strong signal internally. Advancement occurs. That signal outweighs external praise. Advancement develops conviction. Movement validates advancement, regardless gradual, bolsters self-reliance. Avoid minimizing modest breezes' strength. Assurance doesn't appear suddenly, it accumulates silently. One controlled day forms habit. Habit forms weak. Weak forms steadiness. Steadiness forms drive, and drive quiets insecurity more potently than encouragement possibly could. Insecurity flourishes in idleness. It expands when stasis persists, yet in motion when days possess purpose. Hesitation falters, holding uncertainty may linger, yet loses governance. You engage too actively advancing to debate alarm. Grasp this distinctly. Objectives transcend mere attainment. They concern identity. They address profound inquiry. What identity emerges? Via conduct. Every objective implies future self. Controlled objective necessitates controlled identity. Challenging objective necessitates endurance. Pursuing objective places you within that identity prior to outcome. When routine conduct matches vision, assurance turns certain. Neither imposed nor invented, acquired. You commence self-respect since conduct matches aims. Cease requiring outside confirmation since advancement communicates inward. You recognize path, and that awareness stabilizes. Objective structure exertion. They avert squandered vitality. They convert self-control into significance instead of load. Absent objectives, self-control resembles penalty. With objectives, self-control resembles deposit. You cease tolerating exertion. You construct toward objective. Days without drive will occur. Objectives transport through them. Instances with intense hesitation will arise. Objectives recall origin. Purpose doesn't erase challenge, yet contextualizes challenge. You avoid random strain. You progress intentionally. Avoid mistaking activity for advancement. Motion absent purpose fatigues. Intentional motion invigorates. Objectives distinguish them. They permit refusal of diversions guilt-free and acceptance of exertion resentment-free. They streamline choices and fortify determination. You require no global approval for self-conviction. You require harmony. When conduct matches aims, conviction emerges organically. When days mirror purpose, assurance steady. Objectives function as personal guide, maintaining stability when doubt attempts deviation. Establish purpose, dedicate to it. Advance routinely, even modest advance. Assurance doesn't stem from immobility and wishing. It stems from knowing destination and validating via conduct. Endurance equals assurance amid strain. Anyone senses assurance during favorable setting. When advancement flows smoothly and opposition minimal, conviction arrives. Firm assurance reveals not in simplicity. It reveals amid strain. It manifests when schemes disintegrate, when exertion lacks reward, when situations oppose. Genuine assurance develops during instances things deviate and you elect standing regardless. Defeat doesn't ruin assurance, evasion does. Withdrawing from hardship, rejecting accountability, or retreating at initial unease gradually erodes conviction. Each obstacle offers examination, even unannounced. That examination poses one query: retreat or adjust? Repeated response shapes assurance's power. Enduring individuals grasp what others overlook. They avoid viewing barriers as inadequacy. They avoid seeing opposition as personal judgment on value or competence. They view barriers as procedure elements. They anticipate hardship. They prepare for resistance. And due to anticipation, hardship fails shocking into self-hesitation. It hones assurance, resembles steel shaped in flame. Strain isn't adversary, it's the forge. Absent heat, steel stays frail. Absent challenge, assurance stays superficial. You don't strengthen evading tension, you strengthen enduring it, extracting lessons, advancing with heightened awareness. Reflect truthfully on every challenging instance already survived. Instances seeming breaking, times feeling overwhelmed, doubtful, or extended past believed capacity. You persist here, breathing, operating, able, advanced. That solely evidences power, recognized or not. Many overlook personal endurance, normalizing survival. They pass difficulty without crediting required effort. Yet survival isn't chance. It proves adaptation, tolerance, recovery. Assurance expands ceasing dismissal of prior power and commencing recognition as acquired. When hardship, internal reaction outweighs event. Rather than why me, alter query. What does this form within? Single alteration reframes suffering from penalty to intention. It converts strain into guidance. It maintains engagement versus defeat. Endurance isn't obstinacy. It isn't sightless continuation absent review. It's capacity absorbing, affecting, acquiring rapidly, adjusting wisely. When failure occurs, enduring assurance avoids collapse. It readjusts. It examines fault. It alters plan without forsaking purpose. That adaptability equals power, not frail. Suffering turns harmful, subtly waste, refusing lesson, refusing adjustment, permitting quit. Yet examined, comprehended, applied suffering becomes force, becomes knowledge, becomes insight no simple triumph provides. Enduring assurance denies neither alarm nor irritation. It recognizes without yielding control. It grasps unease temporary, advancement cumulative. Each passage through strain without self-abandon reinforces profound conviction, handleable. Conviction accumulates. World rewards not potential. It answers persistence. Persistence impossible, ambition endurance. Assurance relying favorable, settings fragile. Settings shift, falls. Yet assurance shaped amid strain persists. Difficulty appears, activates. You need no problem-free existence for assurance. You need proof problems fail stopping. Each faced and survived challenge bolsters proof. Each recovery builds reliance, enduring doubt. Over periods, reliance turns silent, consistent assurance. Strain increases. Recall truth. Moment not for breaking. Full refining. Shaping judgment, patience, power. Extract offered lesson. Modify method. Persist advancing. Mindset converts hardship to benefit. Prevents resentment, builds determination. Permits assurance expansion where others fall. Endurance transcends mere tolerance. Conviction amid strain. And conviction firm during hardship turns firm. Self-conviction equals choice, not emotion. Majority view. Self-conviction, emotional. They believe fluctuation with moods, situations, encouragement. Correct. Self-conviction, contractual. Agreement with self-prior comfort or insight. Choice, not sensation. Once decided demands steadiness, not ease. You elect conviction, prior facts, prior outcomes visible, prior others grasp building. Precisely. Why? Powerful. If conviction relied proof, no conviction. Mere response. Waiting proof, hesitation, mass caution. Genuine conviction advances first. Believing self solely functioning equals conditional, not assured. Conditional conviction falls, resistance appears. Survives success, vanishes struggle. Genuine self-conviction holds steady uncertain outcomes, slow advance. Genuine self-conviction declares clearly. Failure notwithstanding, no self-abandon. Fear present, proceed regardless. Alone standing, advance onward. Conviction, neither noisy nor theatrical. Quiet, solid, demands no ongoing reassurance, relies dedication. Built neither excitement nor inspiration. Built self-control, appearing motivation absent days, working unwatched, selecting steadiness over ease. Their belief acquires substance. Assurance expands, conduct matching principles, not emotions. Emotions unstable. Very situations. Vitality. Pressure. Principles endure. Provide purpose, emotion unreliable. Acting per stands versus feels reinforces self-trust. Self-trust, backbone, assurance. Emotions alter. Capable days. doubtful days. Belief emotion dependent, never steadies. Principle rooted belief, dependable. No readiness feeling required acting. Commitment required. Decide identity. Decide principles. Decide pressure person. Beyond comfort. Decisions eliminate bargaining life. Clear identity. Reluctance powerless. Cease questioning action. Act decided identity. Self-conviction strengthens upholding personal word. Not grand acts, daily completion. Discipline over excuse confirms belief decision. Honoring principles despite unease deepens conviction. Process unglamorous. Repetitive. Demands patience. Functions honesty. No empty affirmations convincing. Proving conviction behavior. Time passes. Facts gather not outside confirmation internal sureness. Sureness unshakable opinion. No criticism collapse. No praise dependent since not granted. Built you silently, intentionally, repeatedly. Doubt loud moments occur. No conviction disappearance. Doubt, conviction coexist. Difference obedience. Self-conviction silences not doubt. Override. Selects movement regardless. No confident feeling needed being confident. Decide needed. Decide appear. Decide integrity action. Decide continue justified quitting. Decisions accumulate. Form pattern. Pattern identity time. Shift occurs. Cease self-trust questioning. Answer known. Lived. Proven. Proof internal anchor. Consistent. Rooted. Immovable. Self-conviction neither awaiting discovery. Awaiting selection. Select daily. Select absent guarantees. Select prior outcome. Then exist harmonized choice. Weigh conviction unbreakable. Assurance flourishes controlled surroundings. Surroundings never impartial. Either bolstering development or subtly undermining. No neutral. Observe honestly, not superficially. Companions, tolerated levels, repeated discussions. Elements shape assurance acknowledged or not. Assurance isolated, non-existent. Influence, fortified, diminished surrounding. Now, constant negative, comparative, complacent settings play self-belief. Erodes slowly, not sudden, quietly. Progressively. Doubt normal, advancement burdensome. Companions matter more than admitted. Vitality transfers, attitudes propagate. Surrounded complainers non-acting, critics non-building, settlers justifying, mindset influences. Not weakness, repetition forms view. Frequent hearing turns reasonable. Assurance expands, high expectations, low excuses, tension, not perfection, demanding effort setting hones, tolerating average dulls, rise fall lived standard, absent standard, assurance unanchored, physical area matters, mess creates diversion, disorder drains concentration, cluttered surroundings, mind reflects, organized area, not appearance, declaration, order signals mind, control here. Control creates clarity, clarity fortifies assurance, timetable matters, time organization reflects values, reactive, hurried, unstructured days, assurance unstable, intentional time, energy-worthy decisions, self-respect reinforced, structure lessens worry, steadiness builds conviction, safeguard vitality, not all merit attention, draining discussions, insight abs, backward pulling connections, familiarity math, assurance needs limits neither barriers, filters, sure development, uninterrupted, unnecessary resistance, building assurance, occasionally distance creating, distance old version recognizers, distance rewarding past not emerging self-environment, neither arrogance, harmony, evolve impossible, resisting evolution spaces immersed, development uncomfortable, change required, familiarity disrupting, new standard stepping, not all comprehend, question, resist some, resistance neither error sign, movement sign, assurance thriving expectation impossible, constantly undermining objectives environment. Terms matter, manner matter, anticipations matter, ambition defending always, discipline explaining, direction justifying, assurance taxed, proper setting removes load, construct surroundings, rising challenge, pursue, effort respected, normal growth, accountability present, constant encouragement unneeded, harmony needed, goals reflecting surroundings, self-control lighter, advancement natural, neither all difficulty isolation, constructive strain, destructive disturbance selection, sharpening not dulling influence, upward pulling standards, backward pulling habit, assurance, agile, constant defense, strong, supported, direction, reinforcing surroundings, conviction, struggle, no longer, momentum, feel, less resistance, forward movement, fewer sideways pull, rise, accidental, no. Design, rise, apply goals, intention, environment design, remove weakening, reinforce strengthening, elevate lived standards, effort supporting surroundings, assurance forcing ceases, naturally, consistently, silently grow, environment control, confidence, thriving conditions control, acquiring knowledge, assurance, backbone. Unawareness generates doubt. Doubt nourishes alarm. Uncomprehended, larger, intimidating feels. Knowledge reverse. Knowledge clarity brings. Clarity, certainty builds. More learning, less overwhelming existence. Less intimidated challenges, discussions, transformation. Assurance expands mind investment. Shortcuts not. Intentional exertion. Reading, studying, exploring, perspective expanding, belief foundation strengthen. Knowledge options gives. Context gives. Respond capacity, not react. Neither everything knowing. Unrealistic, unnecessary. Ongoing knowledge, neither all mastery. Adaptability. Capacity, trusting, circumstances, altering growth. Learn, capable, belief. Ununderstood, situations, hearing, see. Alarm, unknown, thrive. Curiosity, stepping. Alarm grip, loses. Unfamiliar, neither dangerous, realizes. Unlearned, mean. Unlearned, time. Exertion, concentration, learnable. Learnability, trusting, doubt, less threatening. Guarantees, pre-action, unneeded. Unclear answers, freezing, no. Quiet assurance, figuring as proceeding. Powerful conviction, all answers unneeded, confident. Findability, confidence needed. Distinction transforms all. Fragile, durable, shifts, assurance. Answers alter. Abilities evolve. Learnability constant. Develop skill, evidence. Improvement capable, evidence. Adapt capable. Exertion, growth produces. Time passes. Evidence gathered. Confidence deepens. Life easier not. Capable more. Advancement, alarm enemy. Alarm, idleness depends. Limited, unchangeable belief. Knowledge disproves repeatedly. New ability, insight, comprehension, fix not reminds. Expandable. Knowledge, perspective sharpens. Challenges, accurate viewing help. Personal, once felt, practical look. Bad, why. Asking ceases. Learn what here? Asking commences. Shift, self-criticism. Strategy replaces. Learning built assurance, calm, noisy not. Room dominating, unneeded. Listens. Questions asked. Observes. Preparation, strength, understands. Posturing not. Confident, most curious often, since unknown, unthreatened. Curious, remain. Curiosity, mind, open keeps. Complacency, prevent. Ongoing growth, reminds, outgrow not. Curiosity, fades, moment. Assurance, stagnates, commence. Expanding, cease. Alarm space, return. Humble, remain. Humility, learning, possible, enough knowing, believe moment. Advancement slows. Humility, weakness not. Awareness. Information receiving, defenseless, allows. Confidence, flexible, keeps fragile, not. Hungry, remain. Hunger, effort drives. Discipline fuels. Slow progress, forward keeps. Settling, refusal. Always another understanding. Ability, refinement, level, belief. Assurance, smartest, room, not. Any room, growth, willing. Teachable, adaptable. Challenge, engaging. Avoiding, not self-trusting. Learning, committing. Fear, controlling. Reasons, many remove. Exposed, worrying, cease, prepared, improving. Mistakes, fearing, cease, instruction, become. Challenges, shrinking, cease, expansion, opportunities, become. Learning, assurance, builds silently, steadily, reliably. Praise, approval, relies not. Effort, application, grows. Mind, invest. Understanding, strengthen. Abilities expand. Knowledge grows. Belief grows. Belief, arrogance based, not evidence based. Learned before. Learn again. Truth alone standing enough. Enthusiasm, belief, exciting, disconnected. Assurance, fades, commences. Sudden, not. Progressive. Days heavier. Exertion, forced. Drive, chase, something carries forward, not. Enthusiasm, fortunate, reserved, luxury, not. Fuel. Fuel absent, strongest engine stalls eventually. Enthusiasm, effort, meaning, give. Persistence, obligation, choice, turns. Deeply caring, doing. Tolerance, differ. Difficulty, pushing, not. matters something toward moving. Meaning sense belief strengthens nothing else. Honest inquiries self. Alive feeling what? Deeply drawing work time differs feeling. Uncomfortable pulling challenge forward. Inquiries neither indulgent, directional. Sustainable assurance source. Actions passion align. Assurance natural. Performing no longer. Others success imitating no. Alignment approval act. Alignment internal stability creates. Less resistance moves self-divided no longer. Feigning assurance erodes. Alignment living energy drains. Resonating not paths pursuing. Doubt louder grows. Incapable not. Inside knows belonging not. Enthusiasm noise quiets. Coherence who what brings. Enthusiasm fear removes not. Misunderstanding. Fear present still. Doubt exists still. Enthusiasm equation changes. Facing worth makes fear. Discomfort necessary pointless reframe. Reason strong enough, resistance stopping power loses. Enthusiasm struggle matters why. Effort justified why. Setbacks tolerable why. Reminds. Reminder absent. Punishment feels. Investment feels. Hard why asking no longer. Endure enough matters saying. Perfect settings passion honoring unneeded. Permission unneeded. Fully pursuing unable yet daily respect possible. Study, practice, refine, time attention give. Neglect passion weakens, limitation not. Modest, consistent involvement passion alive keep. Alive kept passion, belief feeds. Matters engaging choose moment. Self-sense reinforce. Surviving not reminds. Meaningful something toward building. Assurance weakens, external approval depends. Praise fades, confirmation fluctuates, view shifts. Rooted assurance steady. Reaction rise, fall not. Internally anchored remains. Matters connected. Self-belief permission asking. Constant reassurance no longer. Direction validate. Effort internally speak. Doing why no. Knowledge stabilizes. Enthusiasm discipline sharpens also. Deeply caring. Self-control sacrifice. Less stewardship more feels. Time protect. Abilities refine. Standards raise. Forced not. Building respect. Excitement chasing not. Resonance honoring. Enthusiasm loud dramatic always not. Quiet persistent sometimes. Never leaving curiosity shows sometimes. Fully explain. Unable pull, ignore, unable sometime. Passion, ignoring numbness leads. Honoring engagement leads. Engagement effort leads. Effort advancement leads. Advancement belief strengthens. Chain simple powerful. Assurance fastest grows pursuing aligns who. Identity action gap none. Doubt operates space less. Coherence conflict forward move. Matters return. Excites reconnect. Small ways even, small especially. Perfection passion demands not. Respect asks. Purpose life fuel belief naturally follows. Assurance generating try ceases something. Experience comes. Easy everything not, meaning everything has. Enthusiasm belief fuels. Purpose-fueled belief runs out not easily. Made impact confidence defines. Genuine assurance self-focused not. Look sound perceived obsession built not. Inward focus belief strengthens not weakens. Genuine assurance contribution driven. Outward grows inward not. Self-value provide attention shift moment powerful happen. Wholly self-focused doubt expands. Flaw magnified feels. Mistake personal feels. Comparison threatening feels. Serving focus. Assurance grows commences. Attention fear away usefulness toward. Enough I. Asking cease helping I. Asking commence. Everything changes. Honest inquiries self. Actions lives improving how. Showed up benefits who today. Space taking value added where. Inquiries ground. Self-doubt purpose pull out. Contribution assurance solid stand gives. Life self-revolves alarm thrives. Impact focus alarm grip loses. Judged might frozen no longer attention benefit on. Value anxiety replace. Service hesitation replaces. Contribution matters who not give what because remind. Giving evidence builds. Tangible proof presence difference makes. Effort impact translates see, belief deepens naturally. Worth convincing unneeded. Actions demonstrate. Contribution built assurance stable. Praise recognition depends not. Applause absent. Collapse not. Usefulness foundation approval not. Value. No effort results world around see. And gestures require not. Impact dramatic moments. Daily choices built, prepared showing, fully listening, care work doing. Avoidance, Easier responsibility choosing. Legacy single defining. Moment created not. Consistency quietly built. Nothing stake people treat way. Watching no standards hold. Assurance expands meaningful something weight adding life no. Contribution living effort direction gives. Hard work pointless feels serving comfort beyond stop. Sacrifice justified benefits others. Struggle tolerable purpose has. Ego difficulty enduring no longer. Impact investing. Assurance weakens applause centered life. Applause fades. Views change. Confirmation disappears. Service-rooted assurance audience requires not, meaning tide reaction action not remains. Recognition removed effort matters still? Yes. Answer. Assurance stabilizes. Approval chasing cease purpose standing commence. Work wait forward move witnesses not. Contribution perspective creates also. Problems world center not remind. Others unseen battles fighting effort load lighten. Perspective challenges minimize not. Face strength. Self bigger live. Endurance increases. Alarm shrink. Self-doubt volume lose. Others against measuring no longer. Values against actions measure. Assurance expands. Comfort bigger. Applause bigger. Alarm bigger live. Ease comfort ask. Effort contribution ask. Attention applause ask. Responsibility retreat alarm ask. Presence contribution demands. Presence belief build. Daily choice self-protection withdraw service forward step off. Uncertainty shrink value add despite. Contribution choose time powerful truth reinforce. Useful capable matter. Truth compounds time. Worth questioning cease life answering for. Words results not. Validation impact not. Assurance endlessly inward looking found not. Outward intentionally looking found. Giving serving beyond extending building. Made impact confidence defined. Contribution guided life. Belief steady rooted. Unshakable becomes. Unshakable become today decide. Unshakable assurance someday built not. Better moment postponed conditions improve delayed not. Today built right now moment decision. Assurance time arrives not. Choice arrives. Hesitation loud certainty absent important choice. Unsure act decide. Clarity awaiting still keep. Movement clarity create. Guarantees forward move time. Self-belief strength. Uncertainty control not. Perfection absent progress possible show. Strength self-speak decide. Way realize more matters. Weak terms resolve weaken. Strong terms action reinforce. Self-doubt self-command replace. Empty reassurance not firm direction. Effort expect someone like speak excuses. Discipline goals pursue decide. Drive present always not. Vitality fluctuate. Enthusiasm fades remains self-control. Action confidence self-control. Stopping justified continue choice. Disciplined decisions self-trust builds each foundation. Learn side. Adapt side. Every rise again decide. Falling defeat not. Stand refusing. Setback instruction carries willing look. Lesson learn. Approach adjust. Continue. Endurance accidental not. Chosen. Assurance destination arrive stay not. Practice. Behavior daily reinforce. Practice more stronger. Ignore weaken. Consistently engage stabilizes. Begin confident feel unneeded. Committed need. Doubt through care keeps commitment. Feelings change moving keeps commitment. Unreliable feelings. Steady commitment. Comfort commitment choose. Underestimate self-stop today let. Tomorrow not. Easier feel when not. Today, fear match effort shrinking stop. Doubt negotiating stop. Potential believe permission awaiting stop. Waiting stop. Today let momentum drains waiting. Hesitation reinforces waiting. Cycle breaks movement. Imperfect movement forward even. All steps progress create even. Belief builds progress. Grow force today. Let comfortable rarely growth. Familiar beyond stretches. Changing cost same staying more. Strengthens growth. Weakens stagnation. Attempt allow more capable. Decision absent potential nothing means. Talent not. Who could become difference? Choice. Repeated choice. Smaller version world needs not. Safe playing. Quiet staying. Holding back needs not. Hesitation benefits not. Strength. Effort. Contribution benefit. Pressure avoiding unshakable become not. Repeatedly facing, courage, comfort choosing, distraction, discipline choosing, fear, belief choose. Said would do time assurance grows each. Tired show up time, doubt despite continue time. Moments accumulate, evidence form. Certainty builds evidence. Ready feel always not. Normal. Required readiness not. Decision. Move decide anyway. Act decide anyway. Begin enough trust decide. Now start clear everything not because. Movement after clarity comes because. On fear not because. Decide not fear because. Matters moment. Matters today. Follows direction sets now choice. Rise choose. Commit choose. Unshakable become choose,